Let's have a look at how our diarists expect to change how they spend their money.
We've dealt with many families who's lost their jobs as a result of COVID-19 and are facing extreme hardship. This shows that nothing is concrete.
Yes, you've realised how quickly it can all be taken away.
We've been forced to change how we shop for food, making us reflect on our wastefulness.
We try to be more wise when we spend and shop, and try to utilize a lot better ingredients which are still not used, still fresh and available when we cook.
What I do at this present time, I think about the dishes that I'm going to make and only buy those ingredients.
Not getting so overexcited by the new shiny thing, oh look over there.
I'm not going to buy any more special offers.
But remembering, what do I already have? What have I not finished?
Being at home and looking at the amount of things I've got that I never use, even clothes, even food, everything, that money could have been in my account.
We've realised just how reliant we are on big business, strengthening our desire to support community over convenience.
I haven't used supermarkets for a while. I've kind of shopped local for a while.
I haven't been in a shop for 6 weeks now?
The thing that has been weird here is that we've had to use the supermarket. We've been doing one big shop a week, which is not how we shopped before. In a way, that simplified things and made it a little bit easier. I'm looking forward to getting back to the point where we can just nip out and get something quite quickly, not have to rely on that one shop and not funnel all of our money into supermarkets.
The biggest change is that when the supermarkets got very difficult to deal with and there were queues everywhere, we started going into the smaller shops.
We bought more local. We bought food locally, we bought vegetables locally, we bought milk locally, supported local industries more.
We actually realised that the quality of the stuff that they sell in quite a lot of cases is a lot better, especially butchers. So I think what we'll do after all this is probably continue to buy good quality goods from smaller shops.
It's about re-proritizing where I want to spend, and again, to an extent, a lot of this I was already thinking about. I feel really uncomfortable using Amazon. I'm going to stop myself before I go on like an anti-billionaire money hoarding rant.
We expect to be more careful with our money, prioritising experience over things.
Being really thankful for the money that I do have and spending it kind of wisely, not necessarily really seriously or boringly. You know, I'm not going to save everything and squirrel away.
Thinking about what I need rather than what I think I want or think I need.
We won't buy things that we don't really value. I've bought fewer clothes than I would have done. In fact, I haven't bought any clothes since lockdown, and I haven't really missed that.
No, and that's eminently feasible online, isn't it? It's not as if you couldn't do it, it's just that you haven't.
Yeah, I think it isn't maybe about not consuming, it's about consuming more thoughtfully.
Yeah. What I want to spend that money on is learning.
Save up and do more like experiencey kind of things, like travelling, because you don't really realise how much you take it for granted until you can't do it.
Most of us have this sort of emotional bucket list of things we've set ourselves as aspirations, often wrapped around travel particularly. And it does make you think, is it really that important anymore? Am I going to really miss it that much? And I think it makes you think more about what you have to offer on your doorstep.
Instead of traveling so often, we will continue traveling, but we maybe will be trying to travel less but for longer.
Could it be that obligations, habits and societal pressures will mean a return to routine behaviour and spending? What will change the world, the virus or us?
But for changing of life afterwards, I don't think much will change really, and I think anyone who says they will do this, that and the other, after a year passes, we'll all be doing exactly the same as we were 6 months ago, because that's what the human race is like really.
It'd be nice to make a few resolutions, but
we will go out more because this is insane.
Next, we find out what the diarists think of the government's response to the virus.
You can't go back to this. We can't go back to how it was, because how it was didn't work.
Not just clap for the NHS, but actually fund it properly.
Change is coming.
This is a proper earthquake, isn't it? It's a change in the way we've had to think about everything.